At the beginning of this week, I announced that the conviction of Dr. Anthony Fauci, who I call Dr. Mengele, the doctor in World War II who experimented on Jews, gypsies, and retarded people, experimentation here with regard to COVID-19 and also the vaccines, I announced that it was likely that we would get a conviction. About 250,000 hits on YouTube shows you how much people have been affected by the actions, the nefarious actions, the heinous actions of Dr. Anthony Fauci. And then, of course, yesterday, I announced that we actually did get the conviction. And we will be seeking a sentencing on October 3rd. I urge you all to tune in to watch at freedomwatchusa.org and our YouTube channel, Freedom Watch YouTube. We'll be seeking life imprisonment. And once we get that sentence, and we're seeking life, as I said, we will ask law enforcement, established law enforcement, to carry it out. We're also pursuing COVID-19 issues on other fronts, and we've been doing this for a couple years. As you might remember, we brought a class action lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas for Buzz Photos that was seriously economically harmed by COVID-19. We sought to serve the Communist Chinese with it, in particular the Wuhan lab, which is a military lab, which obviously creates bioweapons, which is the one that released the COVID-19 in the form of a SARS virus initially that was sent by Anthony Fauci to that lab to do gain-of-function research, which is largely illegal in this country. The Communist Chinese evaded service of process. But we finally have got the court to order alternative service of process, and the Wuhan lab in particular will be served shortly. We're seeking damages on behalf of all those persons that have been harmed by the actions of that Wuhan lab and the Communist Chinese government. And we will soon be pursuing other actions with regard to Anthony Fauci as well. I want people to understand, because this is something that concerns me. These cases that are being brought with regard to Fauci and the Communist Chinese should not be a reflection on the Chinese people. Chinese Americans are very patriotic toward this country. They believe in this country like we do. Much like, as I said the other day, ordinary Jews do as well. Don't equate them with the Jewish left, which are Marxists, communists, and socialists. We need to keep focused. We need to not allow for discrimination to occur because we have to deal with Communist China. Do not take it out on patriotic Chinese Americans. Don't take it out on patriotic Jews or any other group that is not representative of the radical left. I want all of you to join in these cases. Go to freedomwatchusa.org. We need your support. They're extremely expensive. We need the tax-deductible contributions. And you can see, just from the response that we got for indicting, for trying and convicting and sentencing Fauci, and the sentencing will occur again on October 3rd, and tune in at freedomwatchusa.org, that just hundreds of millions of people have been affected by the actions of this terrible man, this criminally minded individual who resulted with his actions in the death of over 10 million people worldwide and counting. We've been told by the government that COVID is on its way back. Who knows whether the government's telling us the truth or not, but all of us have been harmed up to this point in time, and we need to get justice. So go to freedomwatchusa.org, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. We are your Justice Department. You have no government Justice Department. That Justice Department has been turned into a Gestapo. Stay tuned. We're just beginning. You ain't seen nothing yet, as Ronald Reagan used to say, the greatest president perhaps of my lifetime and yours as well. And remember that the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. God is behind us. Even though this country is on its knees right now and almost destroyed after 2.5 years of people like Fauci, Joe Biden, and others on the left, we will succeed with your support. Our prayers, our hard work, and our determination will indeed, in the end, save this nation. God bless you. God bless your family. And remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. Listen to my radio show this weekend. Special Prosecutor with Larry Klayman will be discussing this and other important issues. And until then, Thank you for listening to me.